Hey, welcome back. We're here. We've arrived. Tanner was having some issues with
Finally.
his laptop, but we've figured it all out. You're watching.
Too late.
No, you're watching. What? I don't know what you figured out. Too late, huh? What?
It's not too late. It wasn't too bad. Like that
wasn't
wasn't
too
a
bad. No,
terrible delay.
no.
Yeah, very reasonable.
You're here on the backlog bonus stage, BLBS, as we like to call it in the lingo land. Today we're hanging out. We're chilling. You might notice a conspicuous fourth member is missing from our midst today. That's Abram. He's not here because he's on a vacation.
Abram works hard. Listen, Abram works hard. Some might say he's the hardest working member of BLB. I think he'd probably say that more often than anyone else. But he's taking a somewhat well-deserved vacation. Let's say.
Couple weeks vacation to hang out with his woman, with his GF, and
Abram has been fired.
We had to let him.
Sorry. Creative differences. Well, we actually were having a little bit of creative differences discussion.
Yeah, we were
in the group chat this morning. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, well,
but we're gonna try to hold down the fort without him.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best.
Three walls don't make a house. Some what did Abraham Lincoln said something like that?
A pyramid. 3 walls make a pyramid, and
a
that's
house divided upon itself cannot stand.
Well, I can't stand this.
Well, hopefully the audience can.
But yeah, we're gonna try to hold down the fort without him. Just see how the dynamic changes a little bit. You know, but naturally it's going to. But we do have a little bit of things to talk about today, so I'm excited.
We do have things to talk about, yeah. And so to get right into that, well, as the BLBS nature is we got to have a little life update section. It's been we haven't really talked about the Life Land. I don't know why it's that name. It is.
We're having lots of lands this week.
I am infatuated with
Lando Lakes butter.
Oh,
I do live in the Land O' Lakes.
Tucker, where are you currently residing?
That exactly, Tucker.
Texas. What? I was in Texas last week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's in another room, so he looks a little bit different.
That's basically another place.
True. It is a different house. Yeah.
But I was also wondering about school. You know, we're in the college. We go to the university, and it's about that time of year where the universities kind of switch things up. Untie the noose of schoolwork. So how are you doing, Tucker? In terms of, I know you earlier in the semester you were working a lot on BLB and not a whole lot on school. So how you doing now?
Well, school ended almost 2 weeks ago, over 2 weeks ago for me in Tanner. Yeah. And so nothing. I mean, I haven't particularly putting a lot more effort into BLB. I mean, I think I'm sort of more used to the system now. So it's not as stressful for me to be editing and making thumbnails and stuff. I'm a lot better and more faster, if you will, at the work that I do. So we've still been putting a lot of content, and we've got a few things planned coming up in the near future. But really, I've just been playing a lot of video games, and yesterday I switched it up and started watching a lot of movies because my goal at the moment is to hit that sweet 365 movies watched. Ooh. Separate feature films watched in 1 year.
In 1 year. So how close are you? How many?
345.
That's really close.
So yeah, I'll hit it.
Can we get a Pog Abram in chat? Because Abram did say Pog.
We can't.
No,
get a Pog Abram.
We don't have custom emotes. Thanks, YouTube. Sorry, Tucker.
Send it in the Discord. By the way, if anyone here is watching this and isn't in the Discord, I don't know how that would be fucking possible. But if it is, join the goddamn Discord.
Yeah, links down below. You can.
We need to start saying that in more of our videos.
Thanks,
Yeah.
You can hang and see me post weird memes that I like, because I do like memes. Hey, I only post memes that I legitimately laugh at. So there you go. Well, Tanner, you also go to the same college as Tucker.
Yes, I do. And Tucker, I like the allegory that you used. We're free from the noose of academic work. I hopped out of the tight noose of the fall 2020 semester and jumped right back into a slightly larger noose, slightly looser noose.
More comfortable, more luxurious.
This doesn't make me comfortable. Let me tell you.
Well, I'll just say what's happening. I'm in a fall 3-week mini semester, 3 weeks long, as it applies in the name. I'm enrolled in 2 classes. Count them, dose. That's not 2. That's 12. But hey, I'm in a management 398 class, which is the future of work and the gig economy and remote work and things of that nature. And I'm also in a Photoshop class.
Photoshop.
Oh, shit.
Somebody. Wait a second.
I can just teach you for free. You don't need to spend money on
I know. Yes.
Is Tanner going to be our new thumbnail director after he's done?
Actually, be pretty awesome. If I can teach you how to use Premiere and you can know how to make your own thumbnails and stuff, Tanner can start making his own content. Oh yeah, baby, let's fucking go.
Well, as we've alluded to, we've thrown some things around. You know, we got some righteous stuff in the can, as we like to say. Here. But we've thrown some ideas around. I'd like to take on a larger responsibility. I think Abram brought up how we don't produce a lot of movie content, and while I'm not big into video games, which I'm getting larger in the video game sphere. We could do some more movie content, and I could have a hand or 2 or 3 in that.
Tucker, I want to see Tanner's third hand of movie discussion.
If you say so. I mean, if you want to get banned from YouTube,
he can do that pretty quick. Well, I'm almost done with school. I'm not done yet. I've got one more assignment to turn in when we're done here today, and then I will be released from my bondage until January 19th.
Careful, Tim. We're getting this banned from YouTube. What are you talking about?
We got to ride that line, baby. We got to get close, but we got to ride as close to the sun as possible, but not over.
Cool, edgy content.
Yeah.
Of course.
Tucker, we're wearing the same shirt. Did you notice that? I just noticed that.
No, that's not even true in the slightest.
They're wearing a slightly flannel. They're wearing flannel shirts. Speaking of bondage, I have a GIMP suit man on my shirt, so there's that.
Abram uses GIMP.
Yeah, Abram doesn't.
That is his editing software of choice, and I watched him use it last night. That is a very visually unstimulating platform to edit your pictures in. Let me tell you, everything.
I would not.
And the taskbar on the side is like it's like a block. They're not like in a row. It's so what's what I'm looking for? Streamlined. Like everything's just like in weird places, and he was like putting text down, but every time he had to resize it and stuff, and I was like. If you just use Photoshop, these problems would not plague you so.
I've been
this podcast sponsored by Adobe, by the way.
Yeah, we are Adobe Hobies.
Yeah. Adobe Hobies, as they are called.
Yeah. At work, I use Adobe Audition 1.5 from 2002.
Oh. Okay.
At home for Quest, I edit the podcast Quest for the Bestest. Check it out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I edit that on Adobe Audition 13 from 2019. And somehow I can jump back and forth between the two. That's maybe my proudest achievement. The thing I actually have grown to like 1.5. It's hideous.
It's simple.
It's simple.
It's simple and hideous.
And I can work so freaking fast, dude. I'm way faster in 1.5 than I am in 13 or CC 2019.
Huh.
Just like the way the program's laid out, there's like, instead of, you know how Adobe programs have like, they hide a lot of the options behind files, right? It's like, drop downs and stuff.
Because there's so many options, yeah.
No, 1.5 just has a button for each one of them, and they're at the top of the screen, and so there's like 40 or 50 just buttons that aren't labeled but have a little icon, and you're like, cool, I know what half of these do.
It's like 1.5 is like a rusty tricycle that was owned by a 19th century schoolboy who now haunts the home in which you live. But 13 is like a sweet 18-speed bicycle, which might be used in the Tour de France.
Okay, I accept.
Because it's simple, and the other one has more options, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. There's a lot of comparisons you can make there. Yeah.
Someone needs to take up the mantle of a lengthy, almost nonsensical allegory since Abram's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abram does do his extended metaphors sometimes.
Speaking of things that Abram does, one idea that I had for this week that I brought up to you guys.
He's watching the episode though.
Is that true?
He's in our chat right now.
Well, then let's not do things. Let's not say things nice about him. Let's say mean things about him.
I think we give him enough shade this morning for making controversial content on the Backlog Banter account. For those of you who are not as informed, Abram made his own review approximately an hour after a game launched of the latest entry in the Fire Emblem saga, telling people not to buy it. With the simple thumbnail of a pixelated stretched Marth face and the letter or the word no. Which, by the way, I made him update the thumbnail so it was a little bit more professional. But it still has the same energy, which I appreciate.
Well, that's the kind of content you get when you use GIMP.
It is kind of gimped content. Gimped images.
And I believe we're currently sitting at a almost 75% dislike ratio on that video. So we were having a little bit of conversation about what that ratio-ness and the energy of Backlog Banter content, this morning was an interesting discussion about that. But
I sent the after we were done with our discussion, I was like, well, I got to get back to work. I actually do have stuff to do today because I work at the radio station weekends now from on Saturdays 5 a.m. to 10 and on Sundays 6 a.m. to 11.
Wow.
And so at 7:30.
Why is it not consistent?
Because it starts later. The Sundays have a different programming schedule, and therefore we start an hour later, and I don't have live time. And yeah, I do church programs basically, and so they're kind of funny to listen to. You get to hear the Catholic mass on the radio. Whoa, that's a thing to behold.
I've worked at a rural radio station before. I know what happens there.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it that much, but it's 7:30 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, I got to get back to work. Like, I actually have stuff to do. So then I said, boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I should post on company time.
Oh shit! I didn't even catch the rhyme. Oh fuck, that's so good. Yeah, but that was a great quote. That I was like,
for a long time, I thought that I just never connected that I should be saying it backwards because I'm like, wait, it's like a pro worker thing. Yeah. So, and I always thought it was I make $1, boss makes it. I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. And it never occurred to me to flip them. So that just points to how I am an idiot.
Tanner is an idiot. I don't know if we have any Tucker is an idiot section this week.
No, anyone?
No, I'm cooking one up for next week, though. Next week.
Well, we don't have to do it. We don't have to humiliate or elevate this man.
Got some unrighteous stuff in that can.
Yeah. Well, for you. For everyone else, it's quite entertaining stuff.
It's quite righteous.
It's quite righteous.
It's quite righteous.
Let's start the first real segment of today. That's not necessarily just life update. Is the fact that I'm not a Christmas fan. We were talking about this a little bit before. I'm like, okay, this is a topic that I think should be explored a little bit deeper on BLBS. I'm not into Christmas. I gotta be honest. Ever since I was a kid, I'm just like, this is just annoying. Like a lot of the what's the word I'm looking for? Happens every year. What the fuck?
Annual.
Traditions. The traditions around Christmas. What? That's the word.
Yeah, I know.
Traditions, I just find kind of obnoxious and over the top, and a lot of the decorations I think are tacky. I think the music is repetitive. I don't mind the idea of having a good time, of sharing the presents.
He doesn't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Have a giving spirit.
Yeah, do you?
I also don't like getting or giving gifts. Neither of those really appeal to me.
Why not?
I'm terrible at asking for gifts, I'm terrible at choosing gifts for people.
Huh. You said it was you thought Christmas music was repetitive. Well, try working at a rural radio station that plays Christmas music nonstop from Thanksgiving to Christmas Day.
Yeah.
No Christmas music for you either. No Paul McCartney "Wonderful Christmas Time," "Last Christmas" by Wham.
Yeah,
I know all the music.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I probably know Christmas music a little bit better than I know normal music. Like you could pull up a Christmas edition. Tucker's an idiot. I think actually that might be fun. Like the Sunday closest to Christmas, might as well do that, or the one right before Christmas. See what happens. I'm sure I would do very well, unless you intentionally made it super challenging. But if it was just sort of
I'm only going to put in post 2010 Christmas music.
Whoa, yeah, that sounds hard.
Yeah, a lot of those songs have been playing since my mom was a kid.
Well, yes. They're called classics for a reason.
Yeah,
it's true because no one gives a shit, and they just keep playing over and over again. I'm like, stop turn it off, listen to someone else. It's not that good. Guys,
so I think
the music's not that good. It's
I
fine.
think you're in the
but it's not that
majority
great.
in your opinion about Christmas music. I think a lot of people they like it close to Christmas, but not like when my manager said that they were going to switch the programming schedule over to 100% Christmas music the day after Thanksgiving. I said,
yeah, that's not.
That's
some people do it the day after Halloween. They're like, "All right, Christmas is coming."
That's
like,
insane. That's batshit crazy.
Including but not limited to Becky Koppelman, who was getting excited for Christmas the morning we woke up after Halloween night, which let me tell you, did not please me.
I'm interested in your opinion about the festivities. You kind of mentioned it, but you like Christmas. I know this year we're probably not going to have great, jolly, big celebrations about Christmas. But like, do you normally go and do like go to like a Christmas party or something like that? Have some festivities that you dislike?
I mean, it's most of the homegrown traditions. Like that. I don't like Christmas ornaments. I find them incredibly obnoxious and tacky. And the whole thing about a Christmas tree and stuff, it's just like it's just such a waste of money. Killing trees, like everything about it, I just find.
You guys have a real tree.
I am this year because I live in the Great North Woods. I'm not gonna buy a tree. We're gonna go out in the forest and chop one down.
Wow,
that's pretty cool. That's the only way that it would be somewhat reasonable to me. Okay. But we went out and picked out our Christmas tree today, and I just the whole time I was like, "Yeah, looks good. Don't care. Okay, let's get out of here."
Could you be a Christmas purist? Could you, because you said you liked the idea of going out into the wilderness and chopping down your own tree. Could you just be a Christmas soul from like the ye old past, the 1800s,
like the early 1802?
Yeah, exactly.
Warming up by the fucking.
You don't like all this, the malls being decked out with Christmas trees from wall to wall. No.
Oh God.
You want?
You know what I really hate? Taking a picture with a fucking mall Santa. I hate that. I hate that shit. God,
why?
I hate it.
Do you have any?
Here's the thing. You might prefer, instead of a stocking, an ornate stocking, you just want a classic, like just a sock. Just a sock nailed to your wall.
Sock.
I would do that. You remember the animated Grinch short? How there's like all the weird socks? Yeah. And they're all weird different lengths, like some of them like patchy and stuff. Now that's Christmas right there.
That's Christmas.
I do relate spiritually to the Grinch.
I'm imagining ye old 1800s Tucker. He's wearing the same thing. He's wearing his flannel, sitting in the log cabin on the Nebraska frontier, huddled around a mud cake fire or whatever they use, not wood because they don't have wood in Nebraska.
Everyone sleeps in one room.
And he's huddled, and and him and his 7 kids are gonna celebrate Christmas.
But you bring in a small roast pheasant, roughly about that size, that you killed earlier that morning, and your prairie wife plucked and feathered, and boiled in a pot
over the open fire. I really like the idea of Tucker, the rugged frontiersman.
Yeah, the Christmas purist. You got to bring it back.
But he's only the frontiersman for Christmas. Every other time of year, he goes back to the city and lives in the modern the world.
When I eventually have my own family, I'll be like, "All right, guys, we're going out to the fucking cabin that I built myself."
the mud and thatch cabin that
built into the side of a hill.
Yeah. Pray. God.
He said he follows the Nordic tradition where they like put carrots in a shoe and set that outside or whatever for the reindeer. No Christmas cookies. Not this Christmas cookie garbage. Carrots in a shoe.
I do find a lot of other Christmas traditions, like other cultural Christmas traditions, to be a lot more engaging. Like the more interesting ones from fucking Germany or whatever. But I think I've just seen too much American Christmas traditions.
Philip in the chat says that he thinks Christmas traditions in colder, darker, more northern countries like the UK, maybe even up here in Minnesota, in Germany, Norway, are comforting.
All those countries, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's comforting because it's freaking dark all the time. Like, what is it, 4:30 Central Time here? And it's almost dark outside for me.
It's plenty bright out here.
Yeah, well, I'm 2,000 miles north of you. So
great south.
He says that he thinks the lights and decorations and stuff make you feel comforted. And then I
just turn on the lights.
You don't You don't understand darkness. It was so dark this morning, Tucker.
Damn, that was terrifying, Timo. You don't understand darkness.
You don't understand darkness.
Timo is going to become the Joker.
Well, no, it's Bane, isn't it? That's Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, this morning when I drove to work at the butt crack of dawn, there was fog, heavy fog in the area, and so I couldn't use my high beams. I had to have the fog lights on, and then there's so much fog that you could see a car from like a long way down the road, but the headlights were just two little pinpricks of light, and it's like, this is like murder atmosphere. Like, I'm gonna get murdered if I leave my car right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know, Tucker, New Year's. If you don't like Christmas, what do you think about New Year's?
I traditionally don't. It's not a big deal. Like usually, I'm just by myself in my room, playing a video game.
Really? You've never been to like a New Year's party? Or anything
No,
like
I
that?
have.
Okay.
Timo, were you at the New Year's party last year? No.
No, I wasn't, because I didn't get chased by the cops or whatever happened with that one.
Yeah, that was my first like New Year's party. It did not go well. Interesting memory, but did not.
Did you give anybody a smooch when that clock ticked to midnight, baby?
No, but James Bradbury poured wine on my head. Or champagne, rather. Well,
James Bradbury, he's the guy who wrote Fahrenheit 451, right?
Is that true?
No, it's Ray Bradbury.
Ray Bradbury. This is a different of no relation, methinks. Tanner, I've had a little smoochie on the midnight hour on New Year's.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That was a very romantic moment.
My.
But that's a couple years
Is it getting hot in here? Do I need to take them away?
Well,
take off my rugged flannel shirt.
The Frontier attire's got to
open
come
that baby up.
Yeah, my Frontier attire, my graphic tee.
Yes. Founded by the pioneers.
Okay, well, I think we ought to do something about this Tucker not liking Christmas. I've got someone that I think I'm going to put my earpiece in, and I think we need to try to get a hold of this person and ask them their opinion on this Mr. Tucker here and his Christmas thoughts and his Grinchly attire.
His Grinchly Scroogerly attitude.
Okay. Mr. Keaton.
Yeah.
Can you guys can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
Hello, Keaton. I think you are live on BLBS right now. We've got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Well, Tucker's a bit of a Scrooge, and Tanner and I can't seem to figure out how to solve this issue, so we decided to enlist your help.
Okay, what can I do to help?
Well, I don't know what you can do to help exactly, but
I've been watching a lot. So
what can we do?
I'm up to date with the Tucker's Christmas problems.
Well, Keaton,
what could we do? What could we do to get Tucker into the Christmas spirit?
Yeah, we need advice. That's what we need.
Yeah.
You need advice on how to make Tucker like Christmas more?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking you, brother.
Oh, just one solution will do.
Okay,
just one fix all.
I think I don't think he minds the Christmas traditions as much as he thinks. I just don't think he likes being involved in them.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Decorating the house is what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think he doesn't mind it once it's decorated, but I don't think he wants to decorate it at all because he doesn't like it.
Very interesting, very intriguing, Keaton. Thank you for these observations.
Tucker would rather look out the window of it.
I like the idea of putting carrots in a shoe, though. I think he would get behind that one.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I always put carrots in my shoes.
We got one solution here.
Tucker would rather sit high aloft in his Victorian home.
I don't know much else, though, because he's always kind of been opposed to all the Christmas fiasco.
Well,
this isn't a new thing.
And Keaton has known Tucker a bit longer than the rest of us.
Well, yeah.
I've known him for all my life.
It's true.
Well, Keaton,
not all of Tucker's life, though.
I think you have provided some valuable insight to us.
Thank you, Timo.
And thank you for being for picking up the phone and really helping us out with our problem here.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Catch you around, brother.
Should we explain who Keaton Hazel is? I think I'm about to give him away by saying his full name, but
well, we if you just missed it, we had Tucker's little brother on the phone there. We because if anyone knows Tucker better than we do, it's maybe him. So
yeah,
there you go.
Possibly. Yeah.
Tucker would rather just sit back leisurely and look in partial spite of all the Christmas decorations, from what it sounds.
Yeah, usually I like hole up in my room and watch a movie, and then I come out and it's whoa, the fucking Christmas elves came by, and there's ornaments on the tree, and there's like
meaning your brother.
things out. Yeah, my rest of my family. Yeah.
So speaking of watching a movie, Tucker, there's one aspect of Christmas that we haven't touched on, and that is the Christmas movie.
Exactly.
Now here's the thing. Actually, this is interesting timing. I have become a little more adapted and accepting of some Christmas movies in the last few days because I have been watching the Christmas movies that made us documentary series on Netflix with Becky. And I watched the episodes for Elf and for Home Alone. And both of those are super interesting stories about why
great movies.
Yeah, those were movies I already liked. They weren't my favorites, but I certainly enjoy those movies. But the behind the scenes of them and the production history and hearing interviews and seeing, behind the scenes clips and stuff, it makes me appreciate those movies so much more.
Really?
Jon Favreau pushing for forced perspective in Elf to make Will Ferrell seem big compared to the other people, or stop motion in the earlier segments. I respect those movies so fucking much more now.
Huh. That's very interesting. I've seen both of those, but they're not up, not like my favorite Christmas movie ever. I have a favorite.
Timo, what's your favorite Christmas movie? What's your favorite Christmas movie, Timo?
My favorite Christmas movie is a part of the Christmas tradition because I actually really do like Christmas traditions. I am a fan of Christmas. I like giving and getting gifts, and we do a lot of baked goods. I baked for a while yesterday with my mother. But every Christmas Eve, we tune into the TV and pull up whatever channel is playing A Christmas Story. And we
that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Yeah,
me too. I think I love it because it might be the movie I've seen the most, but that's my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
And that is certainly a Pat Hazel classic, let me fucking tell you. My dad watches that movie all the time. Most of my childhood is just like references to A Christmas Story.
It's a great movie. I love it.
Yeah.
It's got all the...
It's a movie of memorable bits. Every little line and set piece and prop and stuff like that. Yeah. There's all sorts of little things that you can just like apply to life.
Poisoning. Yeah, there's so many great lines.
I use the fucking meatloaf line all the time. I say that when I'm in the fucking grocery store when we pass the meatloaf.
Oh, meatloaf. I hate meatloaf.
Yeah, that's fucking great. You'll shoot your eye out, of course.
Yeah.
I triple dog dare you. I say that all the time. I say that all the time. Like that movie has transcended Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which I think is very cool.
Tanner,
the lead lamp.
You? What are you gonna say is your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm gonna fucking slap you through the internet, you little bitch.
Okay. I love Home Alone and Elf. Those are probably my favorite straight down the line Christmas movies. But we already talked about those, so I'll set those off to the side. I'll just get it out of the way. I like Die Hard. I like watching Die Hard at Christmas. I bought into the bit a little too hard. I actually do legitimately love watching Die Hard for the holidays.
He bit off more than he could chew with the bit.
Yes. But truly, one of my favorite movies of all time, and something that, sort of the same argument I'll make for Die Hard, for it being a Christmas movie, is
Iron Man 3.
No. 2002's Steven Spielberg classic starring Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio, Catch Me If You Can. I love Catch Me If You Can so much. It's a fun romp the entire way through. It's Leonardo DiCaprio, little baby Leo getting into shenanigans, Tom Hanks chasing him down. It's the fun 1960s vibe. They're having fun. Baby Leo has sex with a lot of up-and-coming actresses, like who's it? Amy Adams is in that, like in a very early role for her. Oh fuck! It's one of the first. She's throwing cards at him and she's saying "Go fish" because he's a con man. It's based on a true story. That's also very interesting. If you haven't seen Catch Me If You Can, highly recommend.
Well, how does this relate to Die Hard?
Oh, because it's not like about Christmas. It's not about Christmas.
Okay.
It just takes place during the Christmas.
It takes place around Christmas. Leo and Tom Hanks usually have a confrontation. It takes place over the course of a few years, and their confrontations always happen on Christmas Day, which I don't think is historically accurate, but it's a fun little through line.
Huh.
I've seen that movie, but I don't remember that aspect of it.
Yeah,
I actually watched a movie on my own free will this week.
Wow! Holy shit!
A big achievement. I have watched a lot of anime, which is not exactly the most proud thing I can claim.
I have watched a lot of anime.
But there's one director that I really, really like, and I was inspired because the New York Times recently came out and said that his show, Masaki Yuasa, his show, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, was the best international TV show of the year. And my personal favorite for best anime of the year. It was really good. Mainly, it's kind of an anime about making movies, so, well, what's not to like about that for me?
That's pretty fucking cool.
And they kind of give the old, give the just due to sound design. But anyway, this guy has made a ton of stuff, and I was like, okay, we're gonna get through his filmography. So I picked up the movie Ride Your Wave, which is a surfing like rom-dram, like romance dramedy movie, that actually ends up taking place a lot during Christmas time, even though it's about surfing. Like all the pivotal moments happen over a couple years, a couple of different Christmases. It was a very good movie. I really liked it actually. It's the most normal of Yuasa's work. He really likes doing really crazy stuff, and this one was like tame. This is a normal movie. Still good though. Made me cry.
Nice.
So I'd like to get just last bit continue on that tangent of movies that take place during Christmas time. I did mention Iron Man 3, which does have Christmas elements in it. Of course, the classic scene in which Tony gets Pepper, the fucking rabbit or dog or whatever stuffed animal that's like 20 feet tall. Classic moment. And also the Christmas party that the vice president is at. That classic moment. But also another moment. Yeah, classic moments. But another movie that takes place during Christmas season is Brazil by Terry Gilliam.
But it doesn't seem like it because
it's so dystopian that it doesn't.
It doesn't really reference it that much.
But there are some, like the
shopping
apartments. Yes, the shopping, the apartments of the sort of poor are dressed up for Christmas. They drill the hole in the ceiling and they fucking drop down and they got it all set up for Christmas there, and they kidnap the guy and put him in a body bag. But that's my kind of Christmas. It's like, okay, use as a backdrop.
Brazil is a kooky movie. Is a British movie. I've been on that Brit posting today in my quest for ever stranger and more unintelligible memes that make me laugh. You look disgusted, Tucker. What do you?
Well, no. Terry Gilliam's not British.
Oh, he's not. What is he?
The rest of the Monty Python crew is. He's the one American.
Oh, he's American.
Yeah,
that's why he made a good movie.
Oh, it makes sense.
No, but he's not British, so it's not a British movie. And I mean, think about it. Which one of them have, doesn't
it take
the boss has a British accent?
Doesn't it take place in Britain?
No,
I thought it did.
Maybe it does. I mean, it's so fucking futuristic, otherworldly. It doesn't even really register.
It takes place in the future, and in the ideal future, there is no more Britain. Boom! Got it again. Here we go.
Let's go, baby.
British. Well, there goes our British audience.
Well,
that's sorry, Philip.
Listen. We have a sense of humor about ourselves as Americans. Everyone should have a sense of humor about themselves. I feel. Mm-hmm.
Even Kim Jong-un.
Yes,
but
I agree.
Our UK friend, our boy Philip, he says that they're not Christmas movies, but the Harry Potter films, the first couple of them, are nice films to watch at Christmas. Yeah. They're cozy. They do
have Christmas
movies.
scenes. Yeah, they have Christmas scenes.
Well,
because there's always that tradition of Mrs. Weasley getting Harry a fucking sweater. Yeah,
I'd say the first 4 movies. After that, they get a bit more as they get into like the plot.
Yeah. But I think like that winter, the cozy castle, the snow, the going through, that's all very festive, even if it's not explicitly Christmassy.
You know what I hate?
What?
The Polar Express.
Well, everyone hates that
Polar Express movie. I fucking hate that movie. That art style, I hate it.
I've seen innumerable video essays on the uncanny valley and why it's freaky, and that movie
the only good thing to come out of that is the meme of the fucking kid on the train who like turns around, hey, did you? I don't know what the actual line is because it's been memed to death.
Yeah.
But just fucking, hey, do you know Melee is better than Ultimate?
I'd argue that the best thing to come out of that is when the scene where they're drifting the train across the ice or whatever.
You take multi-track drifting, and then
it's an edit of that scene where they put the Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift song over that.
I think I've seen one with the initial D. Oh,
that's also a good drifting song.
Yeah, the Eurobeat. Well, I forget the name of it right now, but
yeah,
we should do a Tucker is an idiot of meme music. Can he name
That's
the
true.
original? Play a song.
Oh well, why the fuck would I be able to do that? The meme has so overtaken my brain at that point. No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
I probably get All Star by fucking. Is it Smash Mouth by All Star or is it All Star by Smash Mouth? I don't even fucking.
All Star by Smash Mouth.
One of the two. Close enough.
Yeah.
Well, I do have one final story to regale you.
I can go over our new content schedule if you'd like
we had a bit. I want to know the new content schedule.
Do the
Tanner
bit.
So
has
as we
taken
talked
over.
about, we had some discussions about new content. So I took the liberty of making a new content schedule for Backlog Banter that's going to bolster the views, bolster the subscribers, bolster the interaction. It's a weekly schedule. Is everyone ready?
Unfortunately, yeah.
I don't think I could be any more ready.
So we're branching out a little bit. We're branching out right off the bat. Mondays, we have Makeup Tutorial Mondays, okay?
God.
It's a big market, huge market. Some of the biggest YouTubers and influencers right now started out as makeup tutorial people. James Charles, Jeffree Star. We got lots of people, okay?
So here's what I propose.
Next up, Tucker
delete
Hazel.
everything on the channel. Delete everything on the channel and restart as a makeup tutorial channel.
Well, hang on. We'll get into that. Next
Who
up, we
does
got
the
Drama
makeup tutorial?
Tuesdays.
Oh,
Drama
Tuesdays.
We're talking about all the hot YouTube drama, okay?
What about making up drama between
I gotta plug in
us?
my computer. Be right back.
Okay, I'll wait for Tucker. So yeah, we're talking about all the hot YouTube drama, which just so happens to also involve James Charles, Jeffree Star. So hopefully we can get out of the makeup tutorial game soon enough, and we can be reporting on ourselves on Drama Tuesdays.
Drama Tuesdays. We do have a lot of journalism adjacent folks.
Yeah.
And
so we're gonna throw all those
parallel.
ethics out the door. We're gonna throw this journalism ethics out the door and report on the drama. Okay.
And make the drama. We're gonna make the journalism.
Make the drama, of course. Wednesdays we have double reaction Wednesdays. So we're not only will we be reacting to things, we're going to exclusively react to people's reactions to things. Okay.
Double react.
And then, yes, we're gonna double react. Then soon enough, as we run up ideas of what to react to, we'll react to our own reaction videos that we've made in the weeks prior. I like that.
I like that you imply that we're going to make so many of these videos, we'll run out of reaction videos on YouTube.
Absolutely, we will. Next up, we got. We got to go back to our roots at some point, and our roots. We're gonna do Apex Thursdays. Team, I'm gonna rely on you for this. We're doing Apex Thursdays.
Apex Thursdays.
We're gonna play.
Boys play Apex on Thursdays. I am so down with this new schedule. I'll put makeup on if I can play Apex on Thursdays.
Keeping in that gaming sphere, we're gonna go with a game that's hot, that's coming off the presses right now. We're going FNAF Fridays. Five Nights at Freddy's Fridays. It's a hot game.
Five Nights at Friday.
Kids are loving it. The kids are loving it. Five Nights at Freddy Fridays.
We got a lot of lore to talk about with that too, as far as I hear.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we'll discuss the lore as we play. We're gonna start at the first game. No one really cares about all the other games. We're gonna start with the first game,
the classic,
because that's the one that everyone loves.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we're gonna go a little bit retro. A little bit retro with our gaming. We're going Among Us Saturdays. So I know Among Us isn't really like the top talk of the video game world right now, but hopefully through our own content, we can bring it out of the gutter. That's what I hope that we can accomplish.
Among Us Saturdays.
Saturdays. And to round out the week, we got Prank Sundays. Everyone knows prank videos are huge on YouTube. We're gonna go into the public. We're gonna prank some people. We're gonna spike our hair. We're gonna wear the short shorts that everyone wears when they do the pranks. People love prank videos. What can I say? We're going to vandalize cars. We're going to lightly assault some people. All of the good things that prank YouTubers do.
Yeah, and of course it's all okay because it's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
It's
And then
just a
on
prank,
Mondays,
bro.
we got cringe compilation Mondays. Okay.
Wait,
got,
it's a 2-week long schedule.
We're doing cringe compilation Mondays.
Wait, what the fuck?
We got makeup and cringe compilation Monday.
That's how we take the content, the cut parts of our prank Sundays, and we put them in the cringe compilation Mondays. Because cringe compilations are huge on YouTube. And then on Tuesday, we got Spider-Man and Elsa Tuesdays.
Oh,
no.
We're going to very roughly animate Spider-Man and Elsa raising kids, being doctors, whatever gets the most views on
Going to
YouTube.
the toilet.
Because everyone, going to the toilet. All the things that kids love to see on YouTube Kids. Because those videos get like 12 million views. Just a poorly animated Spider-Man Elsa video.
I don't think I actually have the animated skills to do this.
Well, neither of those videos. They don't require a lot of skill.
I would like to propose one final addendum to this list.
Okay.
Baby Shark Saturdays.
Baby Shark Saturdays.
Where we just download the video file from the popular Baby Shark music video and re-upload it and see what happens. See how many views we get.
See what happens.
That's a great experience. I might actually do that on one of like the fucking extra YouTube channels I have. See what happens. It'll totally get taken down, but like if it doesn't, how many views will I get?
Philip, to answer your question on when we're firing Tanner,
it's been thought.
You're not gonna fire me. If you fire me, I'm taking this content schedule to a new YouTube channel.
Oh no!
We'll crush you under our heel. Our Baby Shark. I'm taking the Baby Shark Saturday idea too.
Damn it!
Damn baby.
Okay, well, I think that brings us to whatever Timo wants to wrap us up with.
Well, I just have a little anecdote from the past week. We started a little late, so we can run a little long.
Yeah.
So at UT, at the University of Texas, someone has created what I think is both an ingenious data harvesting scheme and a really good way to connect lonely college students, which I am one of.
Facebook.
It's called the Facebook, okay? You have friends and you connect to your friends.
It's way more simpler than that. You fill out a web form. Some dudes, probably some comp sci majors, made a matchmaker. But instead of doing it around Valentine's Day, they did it for Christmas. Or actually, the results come out on Tuesday. Tuesday, as
it's called. Across the pond.
I think it's a data harvesting scheme because you fill out a ton of stuff, and a lot of it's about yourself. But and then every once in a while they've been.
Would it all be about yourself?
Yeah, because it's like a dating profile, and then they're like, highly advanced AI algorithm matches you with your soulmate or whatever. There was a question because it's college about how much you drink a week, and I tend to have like a little bit with my parents at dinner, but that I don't know that. Normally, you wouldn't like count that. I think in this kind of thing, I think what it meant was like how many times do you get drunk, which is none because I have to get up at 4 a.m. on Saturdays and stuff like that. That makes it kind of difficult.
Because he has a crazy high tolerance because Timo partied himself out. He's straight edge.
Here's
now,
the problem. I didn't realize that when I put the when I answered that question. I put 6 times a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they probably definitely meant getting fucking completely drunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
And then I got they like give you some stats about it, and I received that I was in the 85th percentile of people who drink at UT.
Yes.
Oops.
And then it gets better.
So hang on. That means that there are that
means they're gonna try to match me with someone.
Well, no. It also means that at UT there's 15 more percentage points worth of people who drink potentially 7 times a week.
And
7
probably
plus.
Actually
7
do
plus.
it 7+ times a week, unlike me. But then there is a final thing they haven't.
I'd also have to do that.
Yeah. It gets worse. Well, it is one of them schools. It gets a little worse because they then release publicly stats based on the school within the college. So you put I'm in the communication school.
Yeah.
And so the communications and the business school were neck and neck for number 1 place of highest alcohol consumption on campus.
Nice.
But they're extremely close, and I believe that my misinterpretation of the question, and then
Mhm.
me putting 6 times a week bumped the communication school over the business school because as you
Holy
know,
shit.
business students really
They do the business. They know the business.
business involves a lot of tipping it up.
That's
Yeah.
true.
We've
Apparently,
watched
like,
Wolf of Wall Street.
Making deals.
making deals requires going to lunch, requires having a little martini. Apparently,
Wolf
like
of Wall Street, actually a documentary about UT.
Yes.
You joke, but there was apparently some 5,000 people that filled this thing out. So hopefully I get my match on Tuesday.
How
And
many women do you think filled this out? Is the question.
What-
That's the question.
What I believe is that half of the respondents are women. Because if they're not, I'm screwed and I'll be lonely forever. So I have to believe that, or else.
This
You know
is-
what?
This is Timo's last
Yes,
chance.
Timo.
Don't
Yes,
understand.
Timo. I can tell you. Oh, my insider information. Yes, half of them are women. You're good, buddy.
Thank you.
Matthew
I just got a
McConaughey
call
called
from
him up.
UT. Yes, hello.
No, so
Well, it would be Matthew McConaughey
yeah, I would actually.
because he fucking works there.
He's a professor. The reason I think to
Holy
round this out
shit.
is to
It's all tied together.
wow. That I
That's
think
why
it's
he
a-
was in Wolf of Wall Street.
The reason I think it's a data harvesting scheme is because it's not really like published who's running it. But they did.
Mark Zuckerberg.
They did require you to put in
Cambridge
your
Analytica.
yeah. They're gonna send me emails to my school email that I had to provide for them to like make sure I was a student. They're gonna send me election fraud emails now.
Yes.
Like my boss gets. Oh, nice.
Oh God.
Well, before
wrong,
the demons upstairs come to get Tucker, we should sign off so we don't have to witness him being brutally murdered.
Yeah, I'll spare you guys that. I'll show you it next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stick around next
More
week.
content.
Tucker is brutally murdered by the demon.
Thursdays are murder Thursdays. Okay, there's snuff film Thursdays.
No murder Mondays? What about murder Mondays?
No, Murder
No.
Thursday. Oh God! All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If indeed you still are, and we will see you guys next week. As my mom fucking reschedules the entire furniture. upstairs.
Reschedules the living room.
Schedules the furniture.
Okay.
Fridays are furniture rearrangement Fridays.
All right.
Bye.
Well, thank you for joining
Okay.
us. We will catch you next time at the 4 o'clock on Sunday. That's the schedule. The schedule, as
That's
some
the real
people say.
schedule.
All right. Peace out, home dogs.
So long.